Hi, I'm Lynn Nottage. I'm a playwright and board member of the Lillys, and it's such a joy and pleasure to welcome everyone to the Lillys this year. It feels particularly lovely to be able to celebrate all of you incredible theater makers at a moment when our industry is being so very challenged. As we all know, the doors to our theaters are closed due to COVID, and with the brutal murder of George Floyd, the theater community, like the rest of the country, is slowly awakening to the role that systemic racism has played in diminishing, devaluing, and harming BIPOC theater makers. But sometimes the act of coming together can be healing, can be empowering, can be the sustenance that we need to pull us through difficult moments like these. It is reassuring to look at this incredible list of awardees and understand that change is more than a possibility. It is an inevitability. Lillys have had a long-standing commitment to celebrating a diversity of voices, and it should be noted that the organization has given 50% of financial awards and all design and directing awards to women of color. We know that the best way to raise the percentage of women in professional theater is to raise the number of opportunities for the group who are least represented. Women of color are 20% of the population, make up 20% of college degrees in the performing arts and English literature, and make up 20% of the playwrights in developmental organizations like New Dramatists and the Playwright Center of Minneapolis. But according to the last Lillys count, women of color were still produced only 6% of the time on major stages. We aim to raise that number and ensure that playwrights have directors, designers, and producers of color to work with them. This year, we're proud to announce the Lillys are spearheading the Lorraine Hansberry initiative, an ambitious project will include a figurative statue of Hansberry by celebrated sculptor Alison Saar and an unprecedented scholarship fund to cover the living expenses of women and non-binary writers of color pursuing graduate degrees in playwriting. The initiative will not only honor and amplify Hansberry's incredible legacy, but will also bring attention to the breadth of her vision and continuing importance of her work. In addition, we are raising money to endow a major new scholarship that will build upon Hansberry's legacy by providing funds to cover the living expenses of women and non-binary playwrights, screenwriters, and television writers of color while they attend graduate school. The goal is to ensure the next generation of storytellers are not only nurtured, but are financially able to thrive and follow in Hansberry's footsteps. We are so happy to say that this year, all of our financial winners are women of color and one man of color, just because he's awesome. And I should also note that an anonymous playwright has generously stepped forward to give back to the next generation of storytellers, and in part makes it possible for the Lillys to widen its reach. It's really amazing how our community has stepped up to support each other, and I congratulate all of the winners, and I look forward to this evening.